エースの弟の君なら僕を船に乗せてくれるはずだと情報を追って。
You don't mean that shit. You just running your mouth.
Here lies everyone's hopes and dreams, as Oda has broke many hearts across the globe, making Yamato stay in Wano and thus not joining the Straw Hats as prophesized by herself for 30 plus chapters in Wano, wasting many of our time.
I have a question for God. Why?
But we're here to talk about just how strong Yamato is. Since Wano is officially over, I thought it was a great time for us to deep dive into just how strong Yamato is, as they did showcase quite a lot of skill within Wano, and man are they a true powerhouse. I think it's fair to say that Yamato is one of the strongest females in the story thus far. Yes, I know Yamato identifies as a male, but genetically is female, but I will refer to Yamato as a he because everyone else does. Despite us not seeing Yamato's full fighting capabilities, we've seen enough thus far to decide whether or not Yamato is one of the strongest fighters in the world, and just how far up in the pecking order Yamato really is. But of course, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay notified for more videos like this. I would greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, let's take a look at the origin and powers of the son of Kaido, aka Kozuki Oden, aka Yamato, the Oni princess. Now, the origin of Yamato is relatively simple, as one day she witnessed the execution of Kozuki Oden and was so awe-inspired by this man, she modeled herself after him, even making herself a male and referring to herself as a he, and even found his journal and considered it his Bible, and this angered Kaido quite greatly, obviously, so he abused her mentally, physically, and emotionally, even leaving him in a cave to starve until one day 3 samurai saved him, one of them looking just like Zoro, named Shimotsuki Ushimaru. So ever since then, inherited the will of Oden, planned on freeing Wano, dethroned Kaido, but needed to become stronger to do so. Fought Kaido on countless occasions, albeit he did fail, but as a result did become a lot stronger. So Yamato is a very powerful character, to the point had he joined the Straw Hats, they would have completely messed up the monster trio without a doubt. People arguing whether or not Sanji's still in the monster trio, or even arguing if Yamato is stronger than Zoro. These are the similar concerns people had with Jinbei officially joining way back in the day. And it's easy to understand why people think like this, because Yamato truly is a powerhouse, fighting ace to a standstill with sea stone cuffs on, meaning Yamato was barely able to use his full strength as well as activate his Zoan abilities. And this is the same ace that was able to fight Jinbei for 5 days and end in a draw. And without the cuffs, Yamato is a formidable fighter, having eaten the mythical Zoan, the Inu Inu no Mi model Okuchi no Makami, which was once considered to be the guardian of Wano. This power is pretty nuts, as you get the best of both worlds. It's like a mix of Paramecia as well as Zoan, where he is a carnivorous Zoan user, meaning he gets heightened strength, durability, endurance, and speed, but also gains the secondary ability of manipulating cold and ice. It's a pretty cool power, no pun intended, as it allows Yamato to manipulate ice and use it in various ways in offense and defense, creating ice armor to reduce damage. It was powerful enough, it was capable of reducing some of the damage from hybrid Kaido's Thunder Bagua, as well as freeze things and create frost breaths that is equal in power to Kaido's Boro Breath, a move that is able to vaporize mountains. It's pretty crazy stuff. Using this mythical Zoan, Yamato is able to go toe-to-toe with Kaido, who even he commends Yamato for his strength. Capable of fighting Kaido evenly to a degree, of course, as it was clear that Kaido was way stronger than Yamato, and Yamato was just trying to stall until Luffy returned. But what truly makes Yamato a top fighter is not actually the Devil Fruit, but actually conquerors haki, as Yamato is one of the very few characters in the series that is capable of using the advanced form of haki and utilizing conquerors in his attacks. But obviously not to the same degree as characters like Luffy, Roger, Whitebeard, or even Kaido, but it's still pretty good. He was able to damage Kaido to a degree, but wasn't capable of splitting the skies or making contactless damage similar to Luffy earlier. So while only the strongest fighters in the world are capable of doing this and is very proficient, it's obvious that Yamato still has a lot more training to do to fully master this ability. So yeah, Yamato is very powerful, even able to one-shot a number, even though that's not that impressive because who in Onigashima couldn't do that at that point. One-shotted ulti, the same person Luffy needed Gear 4th for to get out of her grasp, and even able to fight Luffy evenly for a little bit. So obviously Yamato, from what little we've seen, is definitely one of the strongest fighters in the series, and honestly probably the top 2, top 3 strongest females in the entire series. But just how strong was Yamato during Onigashima? Compared to everyone else, Yamato is one of the only 5 people on the island capable of using advanced conquerors haki, so I think it's fair to say that Yamato was definitely part of the upper echelon on the island, and probably stronger than King. I think that's safe to say. I think the real question is, was Yamato stronger than Zoro? And I do think that's a very interesting conversation because there's a case for both sides. Zoro's strongest technique equaled Odin's attack, as he was able to permanently scar Kaido, as well as learning advanced conquerors haki and block 2 Emperor's combination attack momentarily. But Yamato was also able to fight evenly kinda with Kaido and stall him out until Luffy arrived by himself. It's actually nutty when you think about it, how Yamato could stall Kaido for a bit by himself, but with experience and having more time with Conqueror's haki, I think the edge goes in Yamato's favor. But that doesn't mean Zoro's weak in any comparison. But if they were to fight, it would be a pretty close battle, as Zoro is a quick learner and could overcome him with pure strength, as well as Zoro's a very capable fighter, so he will learn during the fight and get better as time goes on. So between the two, they're pretty comparable, but in no time Zoro would definitely be stronger than Yamato. But you can definitely see why it would be such a huge problem if Yamato actually did join. It would ruin the dynamic of the monster trio for sure. But overall, Yamato is a pretty strong fighter and definitely one of the strongest characters in the series, and I'd even argue that if Yamato really got involved fighting Green Bull, he'd give him a run for his money and it'd be a really close battle, I'd say. So after getting a glimpse of the outside world fighting an admiral, Yamato will definitely be stronger the next time we see him. But power ranking in One Piece is difficult because there's no set ranking system in the series besides like the Marines and the Emperor crews. But if we really had to try to find a place to put Yamato, I think above First Commander is fair. But that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of Yamato. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day and a good night. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.